Hello, and welcome back to another Daily Top 10's Top 10 video. Today, we're taking to the skies to count down the world's top 10 biggest airplanes. Ever since human beings first looked up into the sky, we've dreamed of flying amongst the clouds. It turns out, when we dream big. These 10 airplanes have to be seen to be believed. 10. The Spruce Goose. While technically the weight and length of this airboat prevents it from qualifying in the upper echelons of this list, there's no way we would talk about the world's biggest airplanes without mentioning Howard Hughes' greatest folly. The Hughes H-4 Hercules, dubbed the Spruce Goose by the media, boasts the largest wingspan in aviation history, a whopping 97 meters. The Hercules' wood-based construction made for a lighter overall weight, but the Goose is largely remembered as a failure, managing only one short flight in 1947 before it was consigned to the dustbin of history.
He was surprised when it took off, and he recovered rapidly from the surprise and executed a beautiful landing, but his first words when we hit the water was, "Boy, those flaps balloon this thing."
9. Dornier Du X. Meet the heaviest and most powerful flying boat the world ever saw, direct from Germany. First taking flight in 1929, the Dornier Du X measured 40 meters from nose to tail and had a massive wingspan of 48 meters. Combine that with its huge 56-ton maximum takeoff weight, and we are talking about a seriously big bird. In fact, it held the title for the world's heaviest aircraft until 1942. The Dornier Du X was a passenger airliner that could carry 66 passengers on long-distance trips. But following a couple of non-fatal accidents in the 1930s, it was decided that the Dornier Du X belonged not in the skies, but in a museum.
The flight continues across Europe, from England via France to Spain and Portugal. In the harbour of Lisbon, a fire on one of the wings, which are partly spun with fabric, delays departure. But after a brief stop for repairs, the DOX is ready for takeoff again, heading this time for West Africa.
8. Tupolev AN-20. We're changing course to the Soviet Union now, and just 1 year after the Du X took flight, our number 8 entry went into production. Sure, the Du X was heavier, but the Tupolev AN-20 was undeniably larger, with a 64-meter wingspan backed up by no less than 8 engines, fitted with a powerful radio broadcast system, nicknamed the Voice from the Sky. This magnificent flying machine was designed to spread Stalinist propaganda throughout its travels.
Uno de los cazas se aproxima peligrosamente al máximo gol.
7. The Boeing 747 Dreamlifter. Fast forwarding to the 21st century, the Dreamlifter, aka the Boeing 747 Large Cargo Freighter, represents a very modern approach to air transport. This is the airplane's airplane, in that it is an airplane that transports other bits of airplanes all around the world. Measuring nearly 72 meters long and 21 meters high, with a maximum takeoff weight of over 364,000 kilograms. This magnificent flying machine is capable of lifting up a fair bit more than just our dreams. The Boeing 747, the United States' signature aircraft and the most popular airplane in the world. The Boeing 747 first took off in 1969. It's had many names, the Jumbo Jet and Queen of the Skies chief amongst them. But the reason we're still talking about it probably has more to do with the fact it can accommodate an impressive 524 passengers with plenty of interior space to spare. In fact, that was the passenger capacity record until as recently as 2007. 5. The Boeing 747-8. It's 3 in a row for Boeing. Gone are the days of a piddling 524 passengers. The 747-8 can fit over 600 people on board. Not too surprising, given that this plane is a whopping 77 meters long. Since the first plane's maiden voyage in 2010, over 100 of these majestic birds have been built, and that number is only set to get bigger. Four, the Antonov AN-22. The first but not last airplane on this list designed by the Ukraine's famous Antonov Design Bureau. The Antonov AN-22 is the biggest, heaviest military aircraft ever made. To give you an idea of this aircraft's sheer size, the Antonov Design Bureau considered building a commercial passenger version of the AN-22. Had they done so, it would have been able to carry 724 passengers, 200 more than the largest 747. Keeping this hunk of metal airborne takes no less than 4 turboprop engines, each operating a pair of contra-rotating propellers. But there's no doubt that all that power is worth it. 68 Antonov AN-22s were built between 1966 and 1976, and impressively, a number of them are still in operation today. The Antonov AN-124. 1982 saw the birth of the Antonov Design Bureau's second entry on this list, the AN-124. Unlike the AN-22, the 124 is a passenger liner that can carry 467 people. Fine, but that's no 747, you may be thinking. Well, just wait for the stats. The AN-124 doesn't just accommodate people, it's also a strategic airlift jet with some serious cargo heft. 69 meters long with a height of 21 meters, a wingspan of 73 meters, and a wing area of 628 meters. Those figures add up to make this airplane an easy number 3 on our list. Two, the Airbus A380. The largest of the Airbus line, the A380 is a whopper, with a capacity for 525 passengers and room for a staggering 3,000 suitcases. The A380 is the world's largest passenger airliner. What's more, it's designed to fly for a pretty amazing 140,000 hours. The A380 was built as a European challenger to Boeing's dominance in the large aircraft market, and with a length of 72 meters, a height of 24 meters, and a wingspan of nearly 80 meters, we'd say this is a case of job well done. 1. The Antonov AN-225 Mriya. It's time to recognize the biggest airplane in the world, and it's another win for the Antonov Design Bureau. Their plane, the AN-225 Mriya, is the undisputed champion. Designed and manufactured in 1988, this is easily the heaviest aircraft to ever take off at a huge 640 tons. Its fuel capacity alone is 300,000 kilograms. It's also the longest plane in the world, measuring 84 meters. The AN-225 also has the largest wingspan of any aircraft in operation, at nearly 85 meters. Add it all up, and the other airplanes on this list didn't have a chance. That's it for our countdown of the top 10 biggest airplanes. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to our channel for more daily top 10 videos.